allowed to see my son again, be the father he needs me to be. You made it happen.
Well, I know how important your children are to you, Sonny.
How much worse is this going to get for you as far as internal affairs?
Well, the investigation's underway, but whether or not you see your son doesn't really affect the outcome.
Yeah, but if you petition the judge on my behalf, it's only going to prove you're biased.
I slept with you, Sonny. It doesn't get any more biased than that.
Brenda was asking for me when she was sick in Africa?
Yeah. She kept calling out the name Dante. And you obviously think that was you. Which means you and Brenda met long before she returned to Port Charles.
Yeah, we did.
Well, why hide it?
I hate that it costing you so much.
I was upfront. I disclosed the fact that we were sleeping together,
Right.
so I could remove myself from prosecuting you due to a conflict of interest. And while it didn't win me any favors with my superiors, I didn't do anything illegal.
The Justice Department tried to bust me for years. They never got enough evidence to make it stick. But when they got that recording of me talking about Johnny's car bomb, that would have put me away for a long time.
Detective Domestico obtained that recording illegally.
If you could have covered it up, you could have gotten a warrant and made it look official.
Oh, really? And run the risk of getting disbarred? And truth comes out?
Yeah. What do you think's going to happen after this investigation's over? This is a witch hunt. If they can't get me, they're going to turn on you.
Well, there's some rumblings about me being reassigned to some desk job in Middle America. You know. But I'll still be part of the Justice Department.
That was before you did another favor for me.
Well, I filed a petition to amend the terms of Michael's parole a few weeks ago, and it's just coming through the system now. But as I told you before, whether or not you see your son doesn't make a difference at this point.
It does for me. Because, you know, you did something for me, right? That's important. I want to be able to do something for you.
You can?
Part of a police detail assigned to guard Brenda when she was in New York a few years ago. I had no idea that I made such an impression on her. But hey, I guess I missed my shot, right?
Why has no one mentioned it before now?
Mentioned what?
Well, Dante was just telling me that this isn't the first time he's guarded you. He was part of your security detail 3 years ago before you started working for ASEC. So, it all makes sense.
What all makes sense?
Well, I've always wondered who was the mystery man you were calling out for in Africa when you were ill.
Wait, you know,
Mystery solved.
I'm not sure why you're even bringing that up. Remember I told you I don't ever want to talk about that trip again?
I was explaining to Dante how you always push yourself, even to the point of getting sick. And that reminded me of when you were in the hospital, delirious, calling out his name.
Wow. Okay, can I speak to Suzanne alone for a second?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm out in the hall if you need anything.
No, actually, Jason has a lot of guards here, so you don't need to wait out in the hall. If you can
It's
just
okay.
go.
It's the city's down. They're going to pay me.
I'll pay you double to go.
I mean, no thanks, but I'm gone.
He cares about you.
What are you talking about? You don't even know him. Look, just... Whatever has happened is none of your business if I haven't already spoken to you about it. Can you comprehend that? It's nobody's business. Please, just leave it alone.
Your life, your career was on track before I got into the picture. I just want to let you know that if you need anything, then I'll be around. But I don't want to...
Picking up where we left off?
No, I just don't want to cause you any more damage. And that's what I told you before. I'm sorry.
Don't be. And that's not what I was going to ask. Sonny, I understand we're over. And I just want you to know that I wish you well, and I really mean it. And then I think you did right by both of us to end it, so I'm not compromising myself or my ethics, and you are absolutely free to go after Brenda without feeling guilty.
That's not what I was doing.
No, it's not a judgment. It's, you were honest with me about your feelings for Brenda. You told me about the history you had with her, about how many times you guys tried to make it work, and...
There's a reason it didn't.
Yeah, but maybe there's a time in your... This is the time, maybe in your life right now, where you could finally make it right. And you're never going to know that if you're still sitting on the fence trying to think of all the things that can go wrong. I mean, it's a risk, yeah, but it's love, right? So what you can do for me is get off your backside, get off that fence and follow your heart.
You probably shouldn't.
Well, no, don't worry about it. The judge lifted the restrictions on the parole. We get to see each other whenever we want.
Are you serious?
Would I joke about something like that? It's right here, his signature.
Dad, this is unbelievable, man. I missed you.
I missed you too, bud.
I can't believe this is real. How did you pull this
No,
off?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Claire Walsh filed the petition.
Claire, when she found me in your office, she threatened to turn me in for a parole violation, even though I was there to see Jason. Why would she make it okay for us to see each other now?
Well, Claire reacted to something else going on between her and me. Had nothing to do with you. You did everything that you had to do as far as staying out of trouble, following the rules and all that. Claire sees that now. She thinks you've been punished enough. Obviously, the judge feels the same way. Otherwise, he wouldn't have signed on that paper. So basically, you made it happen for both of us.
Can you get Dante reassigned?
What?
I don't want Dante to guard me, so can you just, make a phone call or bribe a judge or whatever it is that you do and get him reassigned?
Well,
Please?
I thought you trusted Dante.
It's not about whether or not I trust Dante. Every time I see that guy's face, I think of guns and blood and stuff that I don't want to think about. So if you could just get him reassigned, I would really appreciate that.
Is there something else going on here? Is there
No.
more to it?
No.
No? Then why don't you want Dante guarding you all of a sudden?